I'm still in the art studio of Debbie's, and I just want to show you this is obviously a painting that's still being done. But it brings me to the topic of the new frontier. I've talked about the new frontier before. Religion doesn't normally include all of this. When I was at theological college, I learned about Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, all the different religions, Judaism. And I learned creeds and dogma, things that people should believe. And by the way, that was 4 years of my life. Rarely did we get involved in religion and art, or poetry, or music. There was a different word for that, and that word was spirituality. You've heard me say many times, religion is man-made, spirituality is God-given. Religion has divided people, and let's not forget the world we're living in today, where Muslim is killing Christian, Christian may be killing Muslim, Muslim is killing Jew, Jew is killing Christians. No, Jews are not killing Christians so much, they're killing other Muslims, but you know what I mean when I say religion often creates division and wars. Spirituality is not like that. Spirituality brings people together. We know if we're going to live in this world, we have to live alongside other people. We know that. You're always going to get the extremists who think they can go off on their own. But not really. Not in this world we live in today. It's a world that's interconnected. It's global. So you may think you can just push everybody else aside, but in the long term, it's not going to work. And even if it did work, it would be a very small world you were living in. Spirituality is able to encompass not only other religions, but other beautiful insights into what life is all about, and maybe into God. Because if God is the creator, and then you and I create, then we're joining ourselves with God the creator and creating. In other words, there's a part of us that shares in divinity, because we're creating something that wasn't there before. And by the way, that's been true from the history of mankind. The primitive man and the primitive woman living 2,000 years ago, and then you go to Venice, or you go to Singapore, you go to Thailand, and you see the temples, and you see the culture of a people as it's developed. Spirituality is the new frontier. I don't know that I'm a prophet, but I do believe this, that maybe in 100 years, there'll be less religion and far more spirituality. We're already seeing that. Less and less people are attending established churches. More and more people are coming to spiritual centers where a Jew can be sitting next to a Hindu or a Muslim or even an atheist, because the journey is collective. You don't have to believe something anymore. You don't have to just listen to what one person is saying. Now we share, we talk, even self-help groups. You don't have a leader. You have people who are sharing their strength and their experience with one another. And people are getting better. So to me, spirituality is going to be that new frontier that's going to take us into a better world. Because I'm not a pessimist. I know there are problems in this world, but there are some great things happening in this world, and great people, men and women, who are beginning to change people's lives with new ideas that have never really been thought of before. In other words, why do we have to stay separate? Why can't we share my culture with your culture? And then we're we're going to create, to be honest, a different culture that's going to be the result of our cultures being shared. Spirituality, the new frontier. So join me in being that spiritual person. And the last thing I want to say is, the last Sunday of this month, January, I shall be at the Huntington Beach Spiritual Centre for Living. And there's a service at 10 o'clock. And I hope you can join me. Many, many people are going to be coming from different cultures and different religions, not so much to worship, but to celebrate who we are. It's going to be a wonderful service. I hope I can see you there. But if not, remember this message and have a great day.